pivoting music, man. The VJ.
Oh yes.
Has new artists that he's working with, and I want you to tell me some things about your artist and what to expect from him and you, and what you guys got.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah,
this guy is a bad mother farmer, and I'm gonna tell you.
Is he harder than you? Is he harder than you?
Yes, he is.
Is he harder than me?
Yes.
Dang.
And I'm gonna tell you why though.
Why is that?
And this is especially for me and you to hear.
Yeah.
This is something you probably know already. This is something I know. Me personally, I never wanted to be the artist anyway. Yes, I can sing. Yes, I can spit a little bit. It works. But the only reason I was doing it was more to bring more attention to the beats. And I was kind of successful at that, because sometimes people would hear music that I made and they'll be like, oh, that's hard. Who did the beat? And I was like, great, this is a question. I'm 37 years old. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm aware of how the game works. And some people be like, don't say that. Believe in yourself. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying I know how the game works. And they're not looking for a 37-year-old artist with knee pains. So I focus more on the production side, because that is a side that you can survive in. You can do it from the nursing home. If the beat is hard, the check will come and people will come around. Now, fast forward, I'm at work. This older guy that I work with told me my grandson does music. I was thinking, he probably a producer too. What we gonna do except argue over should we use a clap or a snare? So I really wasn't too interested, because I'm like, no, we need a clap. No, we need a snare. Like, I don't want to go through that. I hear about the creative differences and all that shit. Yeah. But I'm not anti-working with nobody, but I was like, cool, let me meet him. I met the guy and he was an artist. And I was like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Now, the reason that I got so shocked with him is because I've given beats to artists before. I dropped like a 5-pack on him. I was like, cool. I may not hear from him for like a month and a half. He's going to be working on this. The next day, he told me I got 5 songs done, mixed and mastered. And I was like, oh shit. The work ethic, the talent is there, but the work ethic was crazy, because I only hear this about Future, Thug, and people like that. So then I said, cool, I'm going to go to his house. When I come over there, I shoot. He had some beats. He showed me some songs he did on them. I shot him a beat. He went in the booth. While he was in the booth, I was making a new beat. When he came out the booth, he was like, that song is done. And then I was like, cool, I got another beat. I gave him that. Rinse and repeat. Fast forward, we did this like 7 times that night. I made a beat. He jumped out. Song done. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shit. So now at this point, we might have known each other like 2.5 months. I think we got like 150 songs done. And so this is the time that we're actually, instead of just putting songs out like, yo, I made a song, I'm going to put it out. We actually have a plan. Like, okay, this song sounds like a winter vibe. This needs to come out around this time. This is this type of music. You know what I mean? So there's a plan versus just like, yeah, I'll just be making shit and just dropping it because hope somebody fuck with it. Like, we're trying to market it. We're doing this shit I'm doing here right now and trying to make something shake. So it's kind of feels good when you have something, a product you could stand behind and not just Pookie's making music in grandma's basement. There's a lot of Pookie's in grandma's basement, but yeah, this is like something else. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I've been really locked in with this. Sometimes I shot him an 8-pack yesterday, those songs. And the crazy thing, before anyone who's listening minds think, well, if he's doing songs that fast, they must be garbage. No.
No. R.I.P. Zen, man, the great Zen. Last time me and Zen talked.
Oh, Zen did pass. My bad.
Did you have a Stacey Dash moment right now?
Yeah, he's like, what? Zen died? Yeah, about 4 years ago, man.
I had to process it because the way he kind of said it, it was almost like
he took you there again.
Just happened right now, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, hold on, tell me, yeah, Zen did pass away. My bad.
Yeah, so like maybe a week and a half, maybe even a week before he passed, man. Me and Zen was we was building, He invited me up to his crib. I went to his crib, and it was me, him, and he had a bassist over there, a bassist.
Oh shit, that's nice.
Yeah. So man, it wasn't on no music. He's just like, hey, bud, come through XYZ, let's chop it up.
Facts.
And I've been knowing Zen, man. Prior to that, I've been knowing Zen maybe 10 years before that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
And when I say he had some heat, bro, he had some heat.
Yeah.
And so what he was doing, he was playing what he had been doing, and then the guitarist was going live. So that turned into, I was like, hold up. Let me go to my car right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna got a pad. You know what I'm saying? Because we was kind of like, I was kind of scatting with him, you know what I'm saying? And he was going, and maybe like 4 or 5 songs, like written, conceptualized, written.
Yeah.
Right
and
there.
You laid them down?
No, we didn't record them.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm saying? We was just vibing. Like I'm saying, this is two homeboys talking.
Yeah.
Really, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just come through. We're gonna blow one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To his house. You know what I'm saying? Went to his house. He just happened to have a bassist over there. We like I said, we sitting there blowing this talking. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8 songs.
Yeah.
Finished. That what I would say finished.
But they was written.
Conceptualized, written. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they got laid at some point. Did they ever get laid?
Nah, he died the next week.
Damn.
He died the next week in a car crash in Colorado.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying?
My condolences. Yeah.
Yeah. But and he was like a pillar of the Houston community as far as music wise. You know what I'm saying? And well, he died it was 2 because we did that, and then the next week, two had a show. No Remorse had a show somewhere. I ran into him, and he's like, "Oh, I see you again, bro, man." And he was telling Two and my other brother's like, he came by the house the other day, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we used to operate. Like, you know, when we had a studio, when we had our studio, when we come to the studio, like we're not going there to play around. We're going there to put 2 or 3 songs down.
See, that's what I don't like. I don't like some people can come and smoke and all that. But most people that I've dealt with that smoke and stuff, they be stuck. Like they'll smoke and then they'll start talking about a documentary and do you believe in aliens? And I'm like, man, can we because when I come with my equipment and I'm like, I ain't no, dickhead or nothing like that. We can sidetrack for a second, but then we gotta get back to it because folks will goof off. I done had times with artists when we be 6 hours together and they record a bar versus I done spent 6 hours and we record like half a mixtape. Obviously after you record so much, you start picking what is going to go, what's not going to go or whatever. But as far as I can say this ain't nothing trash. It's just as you do more stuff, you're like, this better than this. Yeah. So that's when you start making those conversations.
I'm going to tell you how grimy and how hungry I was at one point. Me and Dub, me, Dub, whoever. We had a working studio. Right? So people would come and record. I would come back. Like they would record from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and that's 9 to 9 p.m. I would show up at the studio at 9 p.m., listen to they 3 songs, they 4 songs, they 12 songs. They probably had 4 songs that they record. I would come back and do remixes to all their songs. To the point.
Did you offend them?
Yeah, to the point.
I'm sure.
To the point where there were songs that they had made that I came back and got on and was like, hey, get on this, that we had to get them off the song.
And so they made their song became your song?
This is our song now. Like Smash the Gas. Remember Smash the Gas? Dub.
That was always our song, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. That was what you call it.
Sounds like a situation where you have to throw hands behind. No,
but boys realized it was like, man, look, what y'all did and what came out on the backside, we're gonna have to put this together. Smash the Gas was not our song, bro. Smash the Gas was a low life, a low down dirty song.
Oh,
Did y'all hate doing features?
I came in that last verse like it was our song.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there were songs that were already laid, and I would come back and let me take him off, put him here. That I can name like 10 songs that the songs was done. They're gonna put them out, and I will come back like, okay, boom, now let me take this out right here, boom, boom, boom. 360 is the code. I'm down to ride with niggas I slide with, the niggas that Trent song.
It's funny how you brought Homie up because I was thinking about Homie Pause like yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a talented cat. He had a song. He did the song, came back. No,
I don't think you jacked his song. I think that was a collab when he was there because Trent was 100. He was cool. I don't think
he was
jacked
you
jacked his song. You jacked Lil Trent song.
I jacked everybody's song.
Now I know that's how we got the Pimpin' Ken shit.
The Pimpin' Ken song. I'm talking about anybody's song that was in the studio. I was coming back and overlaying that. I to the point where I started doing. I did the Zero song, Zero Pimp C, big money man.
Yeah.
Then it took Pimp C off there and put my verse on there and put it and put
that's
it.
blasphemous, bro. If you did that,
You want to hear it?
No, not without Pimp C.
Yeah, that's a wild thing.
Listen, what I'm saying is to where other
you was going that hard is what you're
bruh, if I called Solo right now, here like, man, I didn't really get it when you did it because I would jack it and put it out and they would hear it and you know whatever. And he's like, Solo didn't talk. He's like, man, I didn't understand what you was doing, but now I get it, bro. It's like,
they say that's how Ghetto Superstar came together. They said ODB wasn't supposed to be on that song.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Who put on it?
I think Wyclef had a verse, but they said I saw it was an older interview with I think it was Praz on Drink Champs, but he was saying that ODB walked in the studio and he was in the wrong studio. They were in Miami. They said Wu-Tang was there, but they was at a different studio. But they said when ODB walked in, he was so drunk that they was like, don't say nothing to him because he gonna make a problem. Because he kind of came in with like, yeah, it is what it is. If you want, with that kind of. So they was like, what is he doing here? And he was like, I booked this. And they're like, no, you didn't. He don't supposed to be here. And they said he walked in at that part. It was an open part, and he did that verse. And they was like, why don't you kick him out? And they said Wyclef was like, well, I don't really want no problems with him. We're going to wait till he leave and we're going to just delete it. We're going to let him do it. And then when he leave, we're just going to delete it.
And they listen to
this
shit, huh?
And they said when he left, they was like, oh, we might need to keep this on there. So he wasn't supposed to be there. And they also said that a fun fact, they said ODB record ad-libs before the verse.
Yeah, he do ad-libs first.
So they said he walks in and he just go, yo, yo. So they're like, what is happening? Like, what's going on?
And
then he goes back and put a verse. I always trip out by people's recording process because people
when I say
wild ways.
Bruh, if you go right now and Google James Boogie, Mary J. Blige, James Boogie, Pimp C, that shit is this is like
it's full in
it's 10, 15 years old, but still, I still get hits on my that be like, oh, this song is dope. You know what I'm saying? This song is so-and-so because when you put it in the ethos or whatever, and you put it on the internet, it doesn't have an expiration date. So it might float to UK, and in UK, like, bro, going back to you and back to the Sending Songs, I realized that Mary J. Blige always has an 8-bar breakdown on every song.
Structure is something else.
Mary J. Blige has an 8-bar, so I'm like, shit, damn, all her songs got an 8-bar breakdown where it's just the beat.
Yeah.
So I started picking Mary J. Blige songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, right here, that's a verse. You know what I'm saying? And that led me to looking at R&B. I was like, damn, R&B songs usually have a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? An 8-bar breakdown where it's just boom, boom. I got D'Angelo. Man.
You know what? I got a theory with Kanye. I think that's why Kanye be doing that a lot. I think he be so into himself and into the beat that sometime when people don't let the beat breathe, that's why he be like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna add an extra minute at the end. You're gonna hear this beat. You're gonna appreciate this beat.
Man.
Because I like when people let the beat breathe, or it just be like a little, it don't gotta be crazy. It's just like a slight pause where you're like, I like that. We need more of that. And see, the artist I've been working with, he does live this life of letting the beat breathe. And as I hear what he's doing, I can appreciate what I'm doing on the production side too.
Yeah.
Because, and also, I get a lot of artists that want beats from me, and this is just period. And I'm not just saying like from me, period, but for the artists I deal with, they all want the same beat. I'm like, what you want? And they're like, yeah, I want that
trap shit.
That trap shit. And I'm not against that.
Yeah.
But it don't push me as a producer because I'm like, I already know what you want before you open your mouth. Mm-hmm. So what I started to train myself is I started doing beats that nobody asked for, but I would just pretend. I'm like, okay, what if somebody asked you for a boom bap beat? At first, I didn't really do that, but I was like, I'm gonna make myself do it. So if somebody asks me for it, I won't be like, I don't know how to do that. So I started doing it, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this. Then I started being like, cool. Somebody asked you for house music, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a rock beat, and I started doing it. And now I done got where it's like, if somebody hit me up and like, yo, I want a rock beat, I ain't gonna be like, oh,
I gotta put you on our catalog, man, because we got all that. We got rock beats. We got songs. Shit, we got songs where Dub, Big South Ass is singing. We got
You do not have any songs where I'm singing.
I just be trying to get a rise out that's me trying to get a rise out of you right there.
Yeah, he's poking the bear, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm poking Uncle Bear right now.
I'm at a zen like place in my life. To be honest,
that's what's up, man. How long you been? How long
the
you
bear
been
won't
there,
poke
bro?
right now.
I'm coming back to H-Town on the 30th, so I'm good.
I thought it was the first, man. Oh well, yeah, but I wish you can come next week, man. I would love for you to come next week on Thursday, man, if you can.
No, I can't. That's the problem. I gotta, I'm by myself in Atlanta at work. I'll be in Houston on the 19th.
You can't get away, man. You can't just sneak away for like one day, man. For like,
I would if I could. I can't. Literally, damn. I can't, bro.
I understand. Kimbo got something going on. Ash got something going on the first. On Thursday.
Indeed.
A comedy show.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And
it's I'm back in October 1st, so it's going down.
But back to poking the bear. You know what I'm saying? No, we got songs that, I love African American people, dark skinned people. But in the same breath, I hate niggas, man. I hate niggas because niggas will point the finger at you 17 ways when you do something and turn around and do the same shit, man.
Yeah, this happens on the day.
Did I do that?
All y'all did that shit. Y'all niggas made a mockery. Dub.
I still don't agree with your singing. No.
Hold up, but Dub, what did I say about my singing? What was my logic behind me singing?
I don't remember, but I know it was all positive and you trying to get us to let you sing. And I still stand 10 toes down firm, 100% behind what I said. No, nigga, don't sing. I will say.
It's what I said. Hold on, it's what I said.
I will say of recent, there are a couple of songs that you've done. And I'm like, okay, that's a jamming ass song, Boogie. With that being said, back in 2004, I don't want you singing on the song.
Listen, this is what I said. In 2004, I said, this is my lyric. I said, these niggas can't sing. I'm talking about Drake's and whatever was singing back then. I was like, they
Drake
can't
wasn't
sing.
singing then when we was rapping, though.
Yeah, he was always singing, bro.
Drake wasn't rapping when we was rapping.
Okay. To you, he wasn't rapping, but to me, because
No, literally, when did his first album drop?
His first mixtape come back here was like 03, 04. His first mixtape comeback season, he was singing and all that 04, right?
I don't know, nigga. I don't fuck with Aubrey Graham like that.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna say this, there is an art to, and this is a compliment, not an insult, but there's an art to not being a good singer, and I'll tell you why. Now, obviously, nobody wants to hear a horrible singer, but there is like some people that I wouldn't call them like an R&B singer, but they can carry a melody, and that's where you get the Drakes and even Zero. Like Zero is not an R&B singer, but it's kind of, and I think he's doing it on purpose. He don't really go to crazy places. It's just
you ain't heard news. You ain't heard news.
You ain't know that I'm happy alone.
No, Zero.
I know he can carry some notes, but I'm saying
carry some notes. Yeah.
When he don't, I don't think it's because he can't sing. I think this is the sound he's going for.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't
come back season was 07, man.
Yeah.
Come back season 07.
We stopped rapping in 07, 08.
No. We stopped rapping like 12, 11.
What?
Yeah.
You want me to show you the
He finna timestamp your ass.
Circle G solidified in 2002. It's Mr. Head, A-Dub, James Boogie, and Droop. And me and him go back like Adidas and Troop. So test any one of them. We formed in 02. We ain't stopped 5 years later, bro.
Well, technically.
How many of y'all was
technically,
it? Is my question.
Technically, we was rapping
like 40.
since 97.
Yeah, 97. 97 is the first iteration. I said
how many people was in
Circle G solidified.
That's why we ain't. That's why JB not on his third county jail stint. That's why I'm not on my 4th gun charge, and that's why our other brother ain't on his 5th rehab stint.
And see, that's why I was
we didn't make it big enough.
So y'all, obviously, you guys have quite the relationship and etc. But was it hard because we know it ain't just a today thing, but it more exists today. Groups cannot exist. So people always say, but look at Migos. They already fucking up, but that's a whole other thing. Ray Shrimmer are brothers. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah. I think I know what's going on with them. They haven't really released it. I don't think they're breaking up or they're not at all. I know Offset is suing QC.
That's it.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I think is happening. I think it's a business issue. I don't think it's a personal issue.
That's all it is. Yeah.
I think Offset is having issues with QC. I think Takeoff and Quavo are not having issues with QC. So with that being said, it's like this is this and this is that.
What it is that Offset is like, okay, I didn't sign. Offset's the one that wasn't on Bad and Bougie. Offset was
because he was
in
locked
jail.
Up, right?
Yeah. Offset is like, okay, I signed my deal with Atlantic. I didn't sign my deal with QC. Offset, like, I dropped a single over here on Atlantic, and QC put his name on it. You want a piece of that? He's like, nah, how you get a piece of that? I'm not signed. I'm signed to here.
I'm gonna tell you this. Let me ask you. You might know what I'm trying to say a little better than what I'm saying, but I have heard this. When the artists get signed through a group like Migos, they get signed as a group act.
Yep.
And in some contracts, they will also sign you as an individual act as well. So if you drop a thing on your own, from what I understand, Offset separated after he sued them the first time. He separated from QC as a member of Migos,
exactly.
But he's still attached to QC he may not be directly signed to QC, but he may be Atlantic QC like that. And I think when he went to drop on his own, I'm not gonna say I'm pro labels, but I will say some stuff is just things that you're unaware of. Like you drop and they say, "Oh, he's gonna get a piece." You're like, "What?" And it's like, if you read that paperwork, everything that's happening, it's there.
Yeah.
But see, I think
it's not a scam. It's there.
But see, I think Offset paperwork was so I think QC and them signed the Migos.
Yeah.
And they didn't sign the actual maybe he didn't do an actual individual artist. Because he dropped that shit and QC had their stamp on it at first. And after his lawyers got involved, the niggas got removed. So I think he probably we've that's almost like the Joe Budden shit. The problem was Joe was like, look, I'm finna sign y'all as artists. The reason why I didn't take that bag was because they didn't want to just sign the Joe Budden pod. They wanted rights to the Joe Budden pod and everything else y'all did individually. And that ain't a good deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why they fucked up too, though, is because people don't realize this. Sometimes when you pull out paperwork as friends, just like y'all two, it's not. It's just really this is how it goes. If something happened where y'all did blow, like y'all said, and then if Boog came to you with some paperwork, I don't think it'll be him saying, "I don't trust you." I think he's saying, "This is how this goes. This ain't personal. Read over it. Do what you need to do. Get a lawyer. Sign here." That way, if it all hit the fan, it's all in the paperwork. This is what it says. I didn't snake you. You didn't snake me. This is what it says. But I think them two were saying, "Oh, I didn't think we got to sign paperwork because we boys, just as boys. I think we should not have to do that." I've had friends tell me, I'm like, "Yeah, we want to do this thing. I want to put paperwork," and I ain't be like, "Oh man, we go back." I'll be like, "Cool, I get it. I understand that."
But see, I also think they took it personal. I think they thought they were bigger than what they were. So
Migos or what's called?
I'm talking about Rory and Mal because
okay.
with that shit, niggas was listening to the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah,
you know, what
Joe
I'm
Budden's
saying?
draw, man. That's
Joe Budden's exactly. He's the draw. So, prime example. Let's say Boogie was Joe Budden status, and this is the
I'm
young.
not.
Listen to what I'm saying, and it's the
I'm
Young James Boogie podcast.
Yeah.
We're getting deals off the strength of Young James Boogie talent now and his catalog of music back then.
Before.
Yeah.
So when the Spotify deal drops, and not only is he the draw, he has his own network. If Boogie come to me and say, "Hey, I'm finna put you on contract, put you on salary, you finna make $600K a year,"
are you gonna cry in the bathroom?
No. What am I getting mad for?
Yeah, facts. And I'm gonna tell you what. This is where we have a problem a lot when it comes to groups. This happened to SWV. I think it happened to Drew Hill. It happens to a lot of groups. When somebody becomes, it don't matter what group it is, somebody's going to be that guy. There's always going to be a Beyonce. There's always going to be a Cisco or whoever you want to say. But the people that's not the Cisco and not the Beyonce, they'll always be like, look at him. He thinks he's something. Me personally, if I go out there and I think I'm the main singer and I say, okay, if I was a member of this podcast and I say, yeah, this is my shit. And then everybody say, well, I'm just here to hear James Boogie. I ain't going to be like, I quit. I'm going to be like, cool. I'm going to play my role and I'm going to sing in the background. And I'm going to still have something to say. I'm going to know why most of the people here and who they're here to hear and who they're here to see. But if the bag is coming and we're all here, this is fine with me. I don't have to be the front microphone. I can have the lower microphone because the check is coming to us all.
I don't know. That's tough.
You got to be the front singer?
No. I'm saying what you're saying is you talking about humility, bro. You know what you're saying?
Everybody don't have that.
Everybody is, bro. Look, man.
Can you be the background singer?
Can you fight?
If it was the flip.
No, but can you fight?
I can, but I will say at this age, I'm probably going to be more likely to shoot.
In life, can you fight?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
I'm gonna be a being. You 5'8", I'm 6'1", but I was 5'4" for the first 16 years of my life. Maybe 15 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I have a unique perspective because I could tell you all about little nigga shit. I can tell you everything about little nigga shit, about shit, me,
and
you
big
know.
nigga shit.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody have a problem with you, first thing is, I'll beat your little ass.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they say.
Yeah. This is
woman or man. First thing, I'll beat your little ass.
I've been guilty of telling a short Negro that before.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what, I've had more issues fighting people smaller than me than people bigger than me.
Because they have the same they have the same complex that you have, or that whatever. What I'm saying is that, man, where I was going with this. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that your ego is your motivator, right? That your ego, like I call it, I sometimes I say a black man's ego, or I'll say, but it's just the ego. And it's like, okay, man, like the reason why we play sports is for our ego. It's for our ego. My jumper cold. I hit hard. I'm a linebacker, or I throw the ball, or I'm a quarterback, or I'm a pitcher.
I'm gonna ask you a question now. Sir. If you wake up in the morning and you get 100 emails, 100 and over, and it says, man, this is a fire podcast. I love the podcast. I'm glad Dub let you be on it because we're here for him. And if you get this, it ain't going to bother you. You see that once. Once you see the 100 emails of this, are you going to be like, fuck Dub? I've had it up to here with that son of a bitch. Or are you going to be like, hey, I see who they're here for, but we doing it together. It is what it is.
I'm going to keep it a bean.
And it's honest, yeah.
Bro, I'm going to keep it a bean, 100. I'm going to keep it so 100, bro, because we got our other brother, Kev.
Yeah.
I'm taller than Dub.
Yeah.
But our other brother taller than me, right?
Are you going to tell us you can whoop his ass? I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I got my closest friend in life. He passed away. Pop. So he passed away a couple years. Well, actually, yesterday made 2 years, and he passed away.
My condolences.
Yeah, and so, like, I'm talking about me, him, like from the 4th grade until he passed away, like that.
Yeah.
Right. And so one day he put me this one day out the blue, so he's like, man, we had a show together. And he's like, man, it's like y'all huddled around Kevin. Like y'all huddled around him. It's like, ain't like we huddled around him. It's like this thing just big. And so however you stand around him, it's like you huddle around him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like in 2002 or 3. You know what I'm saying? And let me know that it's a perception of how people see things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people gonna see things on the outside how they see it. You know what I'm saying? So my ego could be like it's okay, I know I'm going. So like it's times where I have the whole entire play. The entire play that we doing was I conceptualized it. But because he's the tallest person, or because they know him, they're gonna be like, yeah, Kevin, man, thank you for so and so. Now I could be like, no. I'm like, oh shit, I don't give a fuck. As long as the play gets played out, you know what I'm saying? Dub is a witness. Shit, Dub got to connect on some shit, right? For our I think it was our third mixtape. Dub got to connect. The connect was fucking with Dub 100%.
Yeah.
When our other brother, not this brother, but another brother was like, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah. Because they didn't like that he had that much pull.
No.
It was some other shit.
Yeah, Dub got the connect. The connect was like, I got K's. I got racks I'm gonna put behind y'all. The other connect the day before was like, I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah.
But me and Dub, what I say, Dub?
So y'all, you see, we had too many niggas around us, but our dynamic was cool because I think we work because even to this day we work because we all know our position and we're humble to the point like if you got something going, I'm not gonna jump in front of you and be like, no, if you got it going, then I can play the background. You can be the front person, even if you're not the person that has the most knowledge on it.
Now, are you gonna mumble obscenities?
But hold on. But this is the thing. But this is the thing that made us fire because I did. I had to connect. I like just randomly was at the job we were at. I profiled him. I'm like, homie had a nice drop top Benz, diamonds in his ear. Hey man, what you do? You like rap music? Gave him a CD.
Yeah.
He listened to it. He hit me back. I want to invest. And so, me being me, I'm like, all right. There are people in our circle, in our core 4, who are better business minds than me.
Yeah.
So instead of me having to connect and saying I'm finna run point on the connect, I brought the connect to us,
to the group,
and said, hey, you guys, Bug, Head, y'all are better businessmen than me. Hey, this is the connect. Let's do it. Y'all tell me what to do. I'm gonna just relay the message. So
and so we didn't say have them to call me. We just said, okay, this is the play we want to do, and send it to you and let you be the point. Like we're not trying to say it has to be me the point.
Right.
You be the point.
And when when we went to the business meeting, I didn't just go to when we went to the business meeting.
Yeah.
We went to the business meeting.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, these my peoples. Now, this is the thing. There were 4 of us. And at the time, before the Money Connect came in, one of the 4 was like, hey man, I ain't really feeling it right now. So I think we in 2 different places. Y'all on this side of the street, and I'm on this side of the street, and we're going to the same place. We just taking 2 different paths. And so I was like, all right. And I'm the hothead of the group, but usually I'm also like the hey guys, we got to be family. Let's come together. That's me. So I'm gonna call you a bitch ass nigga on Monday, but I want us to be together by Monday afternoon. So
indeed,
Young James Boogie and King Head was on some like, man, fuck that nigga then. He want to be on his side of the street. He can be on the side of the street. And so I had to connect, and I'm like, but damn, we got to connect now, bro. So, you know what I'm saying?
Was this embarrassing because now that you have to connect, it's being fumbled?
It didn't get fumbled, but I'm like, well, we got to go get home.
It had the potential to be fumbled.
Well, it wasn't. The problem was, I'm like, it's kind of fucked up if we got to connect and just us three going keep going. Yeah. And then we just leave him over here.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on, guys.
Even that's what he want to do. That's what he want to do, though.
Come on, guys. That is what he wanted to do. And for the record, them two said that's what he want to do. He said that's what he want to do. We should just walk on our side of the street.
That's what he said he want to do.
And I was like, come on, guys. We all gotta, be family.
So friendly ass nigga, man.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Nah, I'm just
exactly.
Keep going.
So now that's what's happened. I said, come on, guys, we got to be together. And so I brought him on the same side of the road with us against the other two's guidance. Nothing bad happened from it. I mean, ultimately what we did do was while we are all four smart men, we were like, you know what? There's a young man who's older than us and was successfully on his way until, a tragedy happened with his brother and artist. Let's go grab this guy and set him up with Connect so we can maximize what we're doing. Because we also didn't want to just...
I don't know what you're talking about right now. Keep going.
You know what we're talking about. So we went
I don't like... I didn't say I know what you're talking about. I don't like what you're talking about. Keep going.
Why you say that?
Because I feel like... What's that again now?
I said there's a young man who successfully was there's a young man who successfully was brokering deals, but a tragedy with his brother and artist happened, and that's why their deals kind of stopped because K. Ruger died. So we went and grabbed this young man and was like, hey,
okay. Talk about Trinity. Okay,
we're gonna let
say his name, bro.
Because I don't have no issue. We're gonna let you facilitate the business with the Connect, and then once we did that, some things kind of went sideways or south. And we don't know why. So
what are you telling me is you could have been at new heights?
In hindsight, we probably should have just dealt with it ourselves.
We should have. First off, Dub, you fucked it off. Let's just say what it is, man. Dub fucked it off.
How'd I fuck it off?
Because it's okay. Let me give you a dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to.
I literally, in the spirit,
you fucked it off.
In the spirit of not fucking it off.
No, you fucked it off.
I literally was.
You fucked it off.
I was selfless and said, "Hey guys, you guys are better businessmen than me."
No, you fucked it off.
So y'all take the lead on this.
You fucked it off.
I passed the Connect to y'all.
No. You fucked it off.
If I knew Boston George,
how did he do so?
If I knew Boston George, I said, "Hey guys, we're getting in the smuggling business."
Yeah, you don't want to say. You don't want to.
Boston George here. Tell me how I fucked it off, because I might not know. I might be.
I fucked up before, bro. I fucked it before.
Tell me how I fucked it off.
You fucked it off. Okay, this is why you fucked it off, because so Circle G has many iterations, right? I think the strongest iteration was when it was the 4. That's the strongest and the most prolific.
Which
when
4?
When it was Dub, Droop, Head, and Boogie. That's the strongest, in my opinion, right? Iteration of it. Now, one of those 3, and every decision we made from 2002 to 2004, 5, we had to have 3 out of the 4 to agree, right?
Yeah.
So 2004, 2005, one of the 4 is like, I'm doing my own thing, right?
I see where you're going with this. I fucked up when I brought him on. You're saying I fucked up when I said, "Nah, come back on our side of the street."
No. I'm saying that. So then, when it's 4 and go from 3, and then 2 of the 3 is on one note, and Dub was like, "Man, we gotta go ahead and bring him in, man." right? What I said, I was like, let him be on the other side of the street. We'll do what we do, and then we'll all meet at the end of the road, right?
You did.
And you're like, no, man, it wouldn't be right if we don't bring him in, blah, blah, blah. And so, okay, we agree with you. So it's four of us. One of the four is like, I want the producer. Let me make it even more specific. The producer's like, I want to produce over here. So the producer's like, we still going the same direction. I'm just going to produce on the other side of the street, and y'all just rap on this side of the street, and we're going to meet at the end of the road.
Well, say it plain.
Y'all had a pretty Ricky situation.
Say it plain. He wanted to produce on the other side of the street, and he wanted to charge us for beats. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And did y'all feel emotional about this?
No. So we was like, okay, cool. And then we had a conversation. He's like, we going in the same direction. I'm just on this side of the street, y'all on that side of the street, right?
So we were two separate entities at that point. He was just doing his production, and we were just the group rapping.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
and what originally was he doing it specifically beats for y'all and only y'all or something?
He never was only doing beats just for us, but it turned out to he was only doing beats for us. It never was like
caveat.
It never was like you only can produce for us. It just so happened that we were only rapping on it. We were the ones rapping on his beats.
But caveat. Some of the beats he was making was co-produced by us, though. So some of the beats he was making, it was like, yeah, man, drop a snare there, saying, use this melody, go and find, this is a sample you should use. This is
because you know what? I've heard this. I don't know if this is the specific situation, but I know I follow a lot of producer information, interviews, and etc. And I have heard in the producer game, when you give someone a beat, it's not a bad thing. But if you give somebody a beat and then you give them another beat and you give them another beat, now that they're accustomed to this, once you pull out that other beat and you say, okay, this one's going to be $79.99, that's when people's eyes get big, even though they may have paid for somebody else's beat. Yeah. But they're used to you giving me the beat for free.
No, it ain't like that. It's
so
like,
that's never happened.
No, it's like we are a unit. When you the material that you're using to make beats, we all put into the, you know what I'm saying,
to make it happen.
Space you're using it to make the beats. We all, it's not like you a separate entity. No.
Well, the space he was using to put in the beats, it was him and King Head space.
But we all put, like, I know I put something in.
We all put in for the
equipment
and things like that.
See, that's when things get interesting when that happens. Yeah, because when people do feel away, somebody can say, "I'm gonna unplug this MIDI cord,"
and it got interesting. But one of the things I think that was good about us, it got interesting, and there were some heated conversations
that y'all had, because I ain't never had no problem. I mean, I had a problem.
You had a problem,
but
y'all two had a problem more than us.
Who put hands on who? Who put hands on who?
No one put hands on anybody. Well,
are you sure?
This is why this brings me to my original point. It's hard. It's hard to have a group. It's not impossible, but it's hard to have a group. It's either going to be what I said. It's going to be who's the main singer, or it's going to be which is not the most popular. That's not the most popular. The one that y'all are saying is the most popular issue: creative differences. And
that wasn't even the issue, though.
That word is a quick word to explain a lot of different issues. It could be different business ideas. It could be, I don't think this song should go like this. I think it should go like that. But creative differences is a broad term. We've never had
that issue, though. So when it came to constructing songs, and even with that, like even with me, I at a certain point, I understood that there was a hierarchy in lyricists and contributions.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it, man. It
was a hierarchy in lyricists and contributions to the group.
Talk about it,
so,
man.
As much as I go back and forth with Young James Boogie, I knew I was the third best lyricist out of the core group. The core group, how it's set, it would be Young James Boogie, King Head, Drew.
You put me over head?
I'm not naming it in any order. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying in the spirit of rap, it was Young James Boogie and the group that worked the best. In the group that truly worked the best.
Yeah.
It was Young James Boogie, King Head, Problem Child, and Dub with Droop just
as producing.
Only producing.
Okay, I'm gonna put a caveat on that. I'm gonna say that there were entities that were saying, and I don't know if this is good potting or not, but I'm saying there were entities that were saying like, our manager was like, shit, King Head should be a solo artist.
In the spirit,
right?
Did people feel a way about that?
Yeah, but there were entities also saying, there were entities that was like, Young James Boogie should be a solo artist, not in the group. There was outside entities that was like, shit, like there was conversations that Kevin had and I had, like, cause we've all had.
But why do people think if you are in a group and you become a solo artist that the group is breaking up?
The group doesn't have to break up. So
it's just like, I'm gonna drop a project.
No, it is. It does.
The group doesn't have to break up. So
it does.
The group does not have to break up.
It does.
It does not.
It does.
But the group does not have to break up.
The conversation that our first manager was saying was Kevin was like, shit, you should be the solo artist and they should be following you. The conversation that Carlos and 6ix9ine was having with me was like, you should be the solo artist and they should, But
those were outside influences. When it came to the group,
that's what I'm saying.
But when it came to the group, all four of us
was together.
And that's why we broke away from both entities, because all four of us was like, look, we can do a group album and we also can do solo projects.
That was the problem. We should have. Kev should have followed Mario's advice, and I should have followed 6ix9ine's advice.
But then there would be no group though.
No, it would still be a group because our problem 100% of the time, all the time, is that we're too real. We're too true we're too true to each other. We're too true.
So were y'all this real that if one of y'all did a verse and you'd be like, that verse was ass, or do you tell them it's always fire, bro?
No.
We had fights over verses to the point where
niggas will tell you that shit was trash. Go re-record this shit.
To the point where it was some verses like that we would like. If we didn't agree, we took pieces of paper and threw against the wall. Whoever name was the furthest from the wall, you off the verse.
Oh yeah,
to the point like that, like we couldn't decide, so it's like
keep it a stack. All right. Yeah. Have either one of y'all? I'm only talking about y'all two because y'all the two I know. Have either one of y'all ever laid a verse that caused the other one to rewrite their verse? Like your verse was written, ready to go. You heard the other one's verse, and then you scrapped your verse. You was like,
100%.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
No, that's not true. Now it might not be. Now that might be your truth. I've heard some shit like, hold on. You did that?
Let me finish.
No, I'm not doing that.
Let me finish. The reason why I say no is because me and Dub, like 85 to 90% of the time, wrote the verse together.
That's because we was always together though.
We was always together. So like, I would say that. Now there were verses like Dub had some hard verses. I had some hard verses. There's verses that we like most of we brothers, bro. Like you don't understand. Like we brothers.
Did y'all? I know this was a different era.
No, we brothers.
I think it was.
However you say it, we brothers. So
this is a different question.
Keep going.
Did y'all ever have times when y'all did not record together? Like he emailed you
we brothers.
And said, hop on this.
No, we brothers. We're not brothers in the. We're not brothers in the. We brothers like for real, like for brothers, like for like he know. I know his mom.
Yep.
You know my mom. We are brothers. Like when my son died, they at the son funeral. When anything happened with Dub, if Dub has an accident, he called me. Like we brothers for real. So like it's nothing off the table. Like we can argue. Like every time we on the pod with somebody, the first thing people say is like, how long y'all been cool?
Yeah,
like,
they think y'all not surviving, right?
No. They like, no, because the way that we talk, we talk like he can call me everything in the world, and I don't.
You know what though?
That shit,
brothers.
That shit crazy, bro. Me and him will argue on this pod, and because I'm the nigga with the attitude.
The volatile nigga.
I am. I'm the volatile nigga. I will call JB every word in the book on this pod, bro. And then we will stop recording, and I'll be like, All right, bro, hit me tomorrow. Let me know what you got going on. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I don't argue with niggas. Like if me and you really got like if me and you got into it, I wouldn't even say shit. I'd be like, man, all right, bro. And I'd be really pissed off and want to slap the fuck out of you, but I'm not finna go back and forth with you.
You're just like, I'm done with this conversation.
I only truly argue and go back and forth with someone who I truly love.
That's my brother. Like
this is what I always say.
That's my brother. So
this is what I always say. An argument is a compliment. People don't realize that, because if I go back and forth with you, that means I think you're smart enough that you're gonna get what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If I don't think you're smart enough to even know what I'm saying, I'm like, why would I waste my time? I'm not gonna waste my time.
Exactly.
But if I argue with you, this is a compliment. That's me. That you may not agree with me, but you'll be like, this guy really thinks I'm gonna understand this. So, you could take, and I think that's what I see out of y'all too. You probably argue with him because you like, if he just hear me out, he gonna feel me on.
He gonna get me. Man.
And
that's our brother, man.
And that was our dynamic with the music. Like, look, it was times where I wasn't recording a verse.
Yeah.
Kev was recording a verse.
I'm talking about. I don't cut you off. I'm texting my other brother. Right, we talking right now. So keep going.
Yeah, it'd be a time where Kevin was recording a verse.
Mm-hmm.
It was a time we had to connect with R.I.P. K. Ruger. K. Ruger was alive. They had connects, clips, everybody. They had connects. It was a time where all of us was like, hey, you know what, bro? Hey, Kev, go rap with K. Ruger. And we all went to the sessions and not one of us had a verse. But we was there, Kev rapping. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And that camaraderie, like to this day, that camaraderie that we have with each other connected people to us. Like, so it was times when it was like, okay, this song for Kev. And then Kev would be like, shit, nah, put Bug on it or put Dub on it. Or it's times when it was a song for Bug. And like, nah, shit, Dub, like,
I gotta come at you from a slaughterhouse angle.
Yeah,
I know. I've heard about this. Yeah. I wonder, have this ever happened to y'all? Yeah. Have you ever recorded a verse, either one of y'all, and then once you hear the song again, you're magically not on the song? And if this happened, how did you feel?
No, because we talked about it. No, so we will talk about it. Now we've recorded a song, and we've recorded a song, and all of us was on the song. And let's say it was either K. Rug, Lil Trent, Solo, Critical, whoever. And we was like, shit, we're going to add a feature.
Yeah.
I had the weakest verse.
And you get removed like that.
I'm cool with it. But
you was aware.
But it wasn't like I walk in the studio and Kev or Bug deleted my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Other people got deleted. Other people who wasn't the family got deleted.
I walk in the studio and then I hear the song and they like, man, Critical got a fire verse. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, hey. Or Sean Saddam got a fire verse.
Nah, that's not true, bro. That's not true.
Sean Saddam had like one or two fire verses, bro. I ain't gonna.
He ain't having one song with us, man.
But that's what I'm saying. There was a time where someone had to not be on a song.
No, who?
There was even times when it was like there were times where it was like PC. Somebody couldn't be on a song. We have mixtapes where I'm not on every song. You're not on every song
because it's just too many people on the song.
And it's like, hey, you know what? Y'all niggas have a better perspective and a better verse. Hop on a song.
Stop it.
So that didn't happen?
I disagree with you, bro.
Are you saying that didn't happen?
No, bro. I'm saying that. To be 100% honest, bro. To be 100% honest, we was Slaughterhouse in 2001, 2002.
But we knew how to get along, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Kevin is from Herm Clark. Kevin is from Herm Clark on the other side. Dub is from Herm Clark on this side. Jason is from...
We don't know, Purgatory.
Yeah, Purgatory.
He's from that spaces in between Third Ward and Yellowstone.
Yeah, I'm from Third Ward, right?
Yeah.
So the way me and him met, we was at work together. He just randomly said, I fuck with music. I was like, I do too. And then we just, and one day, rode to the studio they fucking with.
100%.
Some Northside niggas.
Oh, some Northside shit. We had already had to connect on the studio. We was already a group. It was me, Head, and Drew. We was a group. And Boogie came to the place of employment. And me and our player partner Marlon was like, who is this nigga named Shithole? You know what I'm saying? And so me, you know what I'm saying? And so we started out playing the dozens, and me and Book was like, hey, shit, nigga, you do music, I do music. You used to do with the bunny hop niggas.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, nigga, come to the studio.
The bunny. So you don't know about that? The Playboy clique. I spoke with Wondrous and Von Juan. Von Juan he has a mega church now. He's a pastor at a mega church.
Wow.
Von Wallen.
Is that the light skinned nigga?
Nah, dark skinned nigga, tall. He's Jamaican.
Who's the tall light skinned nigga?
The tall light skinned nigga. Ooh.
I don't know. Them bunny hop boys funny.
Indeed.
But anyway, yeah.
But I feel like we got on the music because we was at work and you pulled out a fucking rhyme tablet. And I was like,
yeah. That's what happened. We was at the job and I was like, shit, I do this too. You know what I'm saying? I think I had just got burnt. I just got burnt by my old manager. We had a show.
The STD was kicking in or what?
No. We had a show in Beaumont with zero. Ooh, it was zero. Dang, zero. So we had a show in Baytown with Zero and Archie Lee. And so Archie Lee's uncle was an A&R with Sony.
Oh, wow. And
so we did a show and it was me and Pop, my other brother. And he was, and you know what I'm saying? Pop was like me, you know what I'm saying? Family first, you know what I'm saying? And so Pop was like, we bringing everybody. Like, man, boy, if I tell you, Michi, R.I.P. Michi. Yeah. Michi in a deal. I got songs with artists that was bubbling that got whatever. So Michi was Pop little cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Michi and them started rapping because of us, because of me and Pop. Michi, I can't think of his name right now because I was drinking, but I'll let you know. But anyway,
Strange Cups.
Yeah. So we had this show at Beaumont, and Archie Lee uncle's like, shit, y'all deep, but I fuck with you and you, me and Pop. And he was like, da. Whatever happened, it didn't work out. We fell out. And so that's
normally offends people.
Yeah. So it ended up, I ended up going to the Y and I had whatever. And me and Dub hooked up and we started doing that. But long story short, we all had ties in different neighborhoods because we was
y'all were able to function and know your roles without getting offended.
Yeah, like the arguments that me and Dub had, or me and Kev had, or me and Jason had, that was on some personal, it was on some minute shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this though. On the podcast side of y'all's relationship, this is probably why people fuck with y'all though, because the world is a toxic place. Yeah. Although y'all are not, these arguments that y'all have is normally hip hop related or different views about things. It's not really we about to throw hands. Mm-hmm. But I will say this, since the world is so toxic, they like that. And this is why a lot of people who have podcasts where you just sit and agree the whole time, it sounds like a fun conversation, but it's just like, it's just people talking. Once the conversation goes left, it don't got to go crazy left to somebody's about to fight or quit the podcast. But when it goes left enough that it does make somebody wish they were there, it's like, oh, somebody might listen to the podcast and they might disagree with the both of you, but it makes them listen because they be like, this nigga's crazy. Why is Dub saying this? And they're saying, why is Bug saying this? They're both wrong. But they can't turn it off. They're listening. They want to hear you out, and they might be like, "I wish I was there. I'll cuss these sons of bitches out." But they're gonna keep listening.
I was listening to the podcast, and me and Book have had an argument about something. And I 100% like, "Damn, we both was wrong."
Yeah.
Oh, we both was right.
Yeah.
Oh, we both was right.
And like, that's the beauty of opinions, because you both can be right.
Yeah. And you both could be wrong, man.
Oh, we both
sometimes it's because people are. They're picking a part of the conversation and it's like, you're right about this, but that's not what I'm talking about. So there's always that. But as far as people listening, once the conversation goes there, that's when somebody punches the volume up and crosses their leg and pours himself a little cup of something because they're like, oh, these motherfuckers about to get spicy about this. So they're gonna put lemon pepper on it.
So it sounds like you're saying I need to start calling Booger BAN again.
Man. So when I get to come to San Ann, man, and do some shit, man.
San Antonio.
I'm a
just
motherfucking
like
beast, bro. I'm a
You know what?
motherfucking beast, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what you probably noticed this already.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the podcast, I haven't done it in quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm currently in a hiatus. I did not give up the game, but I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
As I slipped to producing, first it was me just slipping into it. It wasn't my first go round with it, because I've been producing for like over 16 years. Originally, when I was doing
hand claps, man. Come on, hand claps. Motherfucker, 16 producing, man. Shouts out to you, man.
Yeah. When I was doing it at first, though, I was doing it like hardware only. This was before FL, Pro Tools, and all this. This was just drum machine, keyboard, etc.
Yeah.
And so, to be perfectly honest, I had the pads and all that shit.
Yeah.
We're all the same age.
No, he old. He 37.
Yeah, I'm in that pocket with
We
y'all.
all the same age. No, we all the same
I'm
age.
older than y'all, man.
No, you old as fuck.
I'm the OG, man.
Yeah, you are the
Y'all
OG.
YGs, man.
Mm-hmm.
But can't now one of y'all outrun me, out push up me, out sit up me, out jump me.
Well, I'll tell you now, the senior days are coming. I've got compression sleeves. These knees are in pain right now.
Yo,
but
I just did some regular walking and my knees start hurting today, but go ahead.
Check this out. You know, I'm gonna tell you, okay, I'm gonna ask both y'all a question. Is it your knee or is your patella?
It's my patella.
Patella, you know, the knee is the part you can knock on.
100% my patella.
The patella is the lump below the knee.
100% my patella.
Okay, so your patella is ice and stretching, bro.
Mine dislocated the other day. So
your knee dislocated?
Yeah. I got hit by a Doberman pincher, full on 115 pounds.
That's
some nigga shit. How you get hit by a dog, bro?
First off, 115 pounds, bro. Come on, man. That's not a lot of. That's not a lot of weight.
What?
Well, it's
115.
115 dog running as fast as fuck.
What you weigh?
My dog is 55 pounds, and when she's running fast as fuck, she can knock me down.
Yeah. Okay. And not to mention, it wasn't only the weight; it was more direction and speed.
Yeah,
he was coming from an opposite. I wasn't facing him. Mm-hmm. He came from the side and hit me like that, and the dislocation happened. Now I'm not gonna lie and say it was like that for no time. I stretched it and popped it right back into place. Mm-hmm. But when I stood back up, that's when the limping started, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I'm Gucci. Mm-hmm. I'm Gucci. I put the compression sleeve and all that shit. It's all good. I did the ice and all that. I'm just being smart and not saying, "Oh, 2 days has passed." I
really want to come rub on your leg right quick, but you know, I ain't gonna
pause, nigga. Pause.
Nah, man. I really want to come. I really want to come touch it, man. Just because, like, okay, so I don't want to stay here long, but different, like, different people bones set differently, right?
Yeah.
So, like today, 2022, my kneecaps, I can. Right,
that might shimmy and go to a new place.
I can touch my kneecap right now and move it from the far left to the far right. The other people their kneecap is set. You know what I'm saying? The ligaments and the it sets differently than people. So if say you got hit, you gotta know, like, are your ligaments loose or are they tight? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mine ain't going nowhere.
Indeed. I also learned this because I attempted to participate in yoga, and I did some moves that my body's not accustomed to.
Yoga's some real shit, man.
It is, especially the hot yoga.
Cleo, man, because she had been doing Cleo. She had doing
happens to the best of us.
I feel like I heard another voice that wasn't yours, bro. Am I tripping?
Just now?
Yeah.
Now you heard some shit fall.
I thought I heard somebody say "ooh," and it wasn't you because you didn't say "ooh."
Yeah, there was a naked
I'm at
lady
the house,
behind
bro.
the
Nobody
camera.
here, man.
Oh, okay.
You trying to see what I'm saying? I'm trying to by myself, man.
That's not me attacking your character.
Trying to put me in a position, man. You know what I'm going through, man. I'm going through some shit right now.
I don't know what you're going through, bro. I mean,
you know exactly what I'm going through,
talk
man.
About it, King. You got women problems, bro.
No, I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm talking to you.
He's been applying blue magic to himself.
Oh man, you do. Hey, let's talk about it, King. You got women problems, bro. What's going on, bro?
Me or you?
Oh, I'm not having women problems. I'm fine. I don't have a side.
He's never going to engage in that type of
No,
conversation.
exactly.
He's a man
Thank
of
you.
class.
See how quick he caught that shit. You ain't catch that shit, man.
But come on, bro. You know I'm petty, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
man.
my job, at least once a month, is to put you in an awkward position. Pause,
Bruh, I got one word I can say to throw you all the way off, man.
Tell me the one word. I want to know what it is.
It starts with an M.
And what does it end with?
An N.
Men?
No.
Moan?
No. I'm not. See, I was trying.
He's,
I see.
He's
see
going
how
to
I
send
try-
you this via text message.
You see what I'm saying? You see? how
Oh,
I
is this a
keep it low-
person's name?
Exactly. You see how I keep it low key?
Oh, this is a female's name.
See how I try to keep it low key?
Let me ask a Dub.
I don't know a female whose name starts with M and ends with N.
You sure?
Dub, I have a question for you.
Thank you.
Has there ever been an episode of 16 Shots where the great Boogmeister brought up a topic or asked a question that caused you to have quite the conversation outside of this podcast in the privacy of your home?
Nah, he tries to bring a young lady from my past on from time to time that he thinks is going to cause a conversation in my home.
But did it cause a questionnaire in your household? Or?
No, it does not at all.
You see how you laugh?
she
When I
listen
laugh,
to
see
the
how we both
podcast?
laugh the same? How we both
It
laugh?
is not. It is not at all. I'm trying to figure out whose name starts with an M and ends with an N, though.
I'm gonna keep to myself.
Well, he's letting you know that out of the respect for you,
But
he'll
there's
send
no
you this.
young,
how
no, but
another
that's what I'm
person
saying.
see
There's
that?
no young lady who I messed with whose name starts with an M and ends with an N.
So I'm going to translate this to you, Bookie. So this is the part where Dub has to stand his ground to prevent a conversation in his household. He can't just say, "Tell me later," because then she's going to say, "I have a question for you." So he has to stand his ground right now to prove himself as not being a slut, because he's given that up back in the 90s, and he's a man of class, and he's been delivered, and he's a man of the cloth, and that's what he's telling you right now. So he would need you to send that text message, and you can have that conversation in a different setting.
But even
we're
with
sorry,
that,
listeners
though,
of the 16
it's
Shots
the wrong. It's the wrong letters, though. So I don't know.
No, it's not.
Boogie
No, it's not.
starts with an M and ends with an N.
Maryland.
No, but anyway, so
There's no young lady I mess with whose name starts with an M and ends with an N.
and then see, I'm not. My phone is right there. I'm not gonna touch it because as soon as I touch it and pull, you're gonna be like, oh, and then it's gonna be a whole problem. So
The N, no, it's not an M and N though. Like you got the letters mixed up.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
So
If
you
you're
might have
talking
mixed it
about
up
who
on
I
purpose.
think you're talking about, then the letters are messed up. But even
Why
if,
don't you just say it then? Since I don't want to say it, I'm telling you, I don't want
even
to
if
say
you're
it.
talking about the person, who
No,
I
you
think
want
you're
you
talking
say it.
about.
If you think I know what I'm talking about, then you say it.
Well,
'Cause I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not crazy. What are you talking about?
Okay, then the Rockets,
Defamation
man.
of character.
I'm not
man.
the one who brings both young ladies I'm talking to at the time. on the
See, I see how
podcast.
he tried to run the bus. I just made a whole conversation of how I was like, I don't want to do anything to throw you under the bus. And then he responds to that, be like, I ain't the one who
But
put
time
two
out though,
young
bro.
ladies in
You
one
don't.
bus.
He's not going to dance around it. He's going to take you straight to the
I
fire.
be on here on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And when I say this,
Stop.
and when I say this,
I know what you're gonna say.
and when I say this, I'm not speaking of ladies in ill will. I be flirting with hoes on this pod, bro.
Stop. So I gotta be hoes.
I don't mean hoes in a negative way.
He means hoes in a positive hose.
100%.
I mean bitches in a positive way.
Yeah, you know
I
what
mean
I'm talking about?
motherfucking bitches and hoes
sexy,
in a positive way.
like sexy bitches, not like bitches, but just like bad bitches.
So when you're walking down the street and a young Caucasian says, "Come here, my nigga," in a positive way, what's going to be?
Slap the taste out of my mouth or his mouth.
What if he tell you this is a positive nigga?
He gonna get a positive slap. That's what he gonna get. Hey, I don't know if y'all on TikTok. Y'all see the white boy that walks up to people in Walmart and be like, "Hey, hand me that shirt, boy." Y'all seen that?
Oh yeah, he said, "Come here, boy, hand me that."
I really
right
want
now,
him
boy.
to run up on me one day in Walmart, bro.
See, this is the problem with us. We got to stop saying this. We're always saying, "I wish somebody would do this to me."
I wish you would.
No. Because when it happens, not saying you're not going to do, I believe you're going to do the things you think you're going to do. But to prevent you from having to do these things, let's hope someone will come to you and tell you you're a lovely gentleman and not come to you and say, come here, boy. Because then you're going to be forced to do the things that you think you're going to do, and you probably will do these things.
Whatever I have in my
now
hands.
You're in the predicament, which puts you no choice but to say, you know what? I must have to see if I still have that uppercut.
So I saw the last video I saw, he ran up on this black dude in the toilet tissue section. And he was like, hand me that, boy.
Yeah.
Homie looked at him like, what? He's like, hand me that, boy.
Yeah.
He was like, okay. And he put his phone down.
Yeah, because he was ready to show him what he's working.
And he picked up the pack of toilet tissue and shoved that shit in his chest. And and at that point, the black dude was off camera. And I don't know what happened next, but the white dude was like, oh no, man, it's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Sometimes that don't work. They say it's a prank and they be like, I don't give a fuck. So once you hit a certain level,
disrespect.
I saw this one where they went in the bathroom, and I wouldn't care if this was a prank either. They go in the bathroom. One guy goes in the stall next door and he puts it on porn and he goes, oh yes. And then he gets some Palmolive dish soap and he skeets it under the stall and places it on his Jordan 4s.
Oh no, that's an ass whooping, bro.
So not only is it on your J's, but when you see something, because you got the white Palmolive, when you see that substance, you think you've been skeeted on. And even once they say, don't worry, it's a prank, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
My shoes, man. Not on my Jordan 4s, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, the guy decided to put skeets on him. But as we were saying, now I will probably be making a humble return back to potting soon, but I will say this, and because then you guys are making me remember how fun it was. But my love for production began to take over me. And during COVID, and while we were all home, crossing our legs, eating lobster tails from unemployment.
Oh, you rich.
Oh no, it was unemployment lobster tails. While I was
they wasn't big, they was big.
Yeah. While I was engaging in these activities, I got to perfect my craft. But then as I started working with the artists that I'm working with now, this goes back to what I said earlier when I said I started experimenting with country music and rock and stuff like this, because this is the first time I had someone say, hey, I want this. And I was like, oh, so you're an artist. You don't want that trap beat that everybody, I can make a beat in 10 minutes, and not saying this is a gloat moment, but for the typical boring artist, I'll whip it up in 10 minutes and he'll say it's the best beat I ever heard in my life. Whereas I can get an artist that really plans on doing something, and I say, okay, I need to really sit with this and do it a certain way, because this is an artist versus the Pookie's rapping in grandma's basement, because we already discussed that guy. That's the guy at Sitco standing out front saying, hey, check out my mixtape. We're about to blow. And I say, why are you still selling these things? You should be beyond this. I had an artist tell me that he sells flash drives. And
he sells blank ones or just...
No, he said, if you look, he's not on a streaming platform. He said, I'm on a flash drive if you're looking for me. So I had to have it.
I'm on a flash drive, like a handheld flash drive. I gotta follow you around and find the man. Go crazy as fuck, man.
Yeah. So it's
I'm mad that you told me that, because I had some really good shit to say right now. But when you said that shit,
deleted your mind, right?
It's just like right my whole mind of.
Sometimes when you have these kind of situations, so I deal with a lot of different artists that tell me different things, and a lot of times I just have to pray for them when they see what they want to do. I had a guy that he wanted to rap compare about Jello and butt cheeks, and so some concepts that they have. I had another guy, he dissed his girlfriend and he had me write it for him. And he was like, I need you to diss my girlfriend, but I need you to ghostwrite. And I'm like, well, I don't know how this is going to sound. And when I diss your woman, you're going to wonder, is this personal from me or from you? When I say,
I
look
wrote a
here,
song one
bitch.
time. I wrote a song one time, and it's crazy, man. It's funny how you talk about it. Then I was telling somebody this morning about this. I wrote a song one time about the song. The song was written already, right?
Yeah.
Just so happened I had a female in the studio. I was like, shit, I need a female on his voice, whatever, on his song. Hop on the song.
Yeah.
Her husband got mad at the song. And it's like, why are you telling him our business?
Oh, because the subject matter?
Yeah. And I was like, and he didn't tell me. And you there, Dub?
He's engaging in a masturbation ceremony.
Yep,
He'll
I'm
be
here.
back.
So this is the Angel and the Cody,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the song I did with, in fact, this is another song. I came in the studio, heard a beat, heard them on, and the whole song, took 2 verses off, kept the original artist on there on the hook, and put me and her on the song. And the song I get, the verse I gave to her was the verse that I wrote for me. I was like, shit, you get on this, whatever. Yeah. And her husband got mad about the song. It was like, why you telling him our business?
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I don't even know y'all business. Well, he didn't tell me, he told her, but I was like, shit, that was the song I wrote for me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be my voice to make it sound different.
I'm gonna tell you this, and you probably know this, but a lot of times when it comes to music and podcasting, even sometimes, like, okay, with my podcast, we would do the same thing y'all do. Yeah. Like, instead of me going live, I would record it. Yeah. And a lot of times I didn't take too much out, but there was times I had people and they be having open cases and they say things. Yeah. So I would take stuff out if somebody go left.
That's what Dub do, man, because Dub don't want to put himself in a situation, but keep going.
Yeah,
no. I be taking your shit out.
Yeah. Nigga, leave my shit in the nigga.
Nah, nigga, I be not posting shit because the shit you said.
What I say? Who go with me?
I just feel like you be reckless sometimes, so I don't post.
I'm reckless, yeah.
So you try to protect them, and you take.
How you gonna protect me? I'm protecting you, nigga. You the little brother. I'm the big brother. That's the whole joke.
Let me tell you this. I've had people where the podcast was pre-recorded. Something may happen after it's already recorded, and by the time the episode drops to the public, they be like,
it's fresh to them.
And then they saying, "Oh, you trying to be funny? Yeah, you saying that because me and my girl went through that last night." And I'm like, "Well, this was recorded 3 days ago, and now you tell me about what argument y'all had last night, and you think this is directly related." Yeah. So this happens with my group. You've seen the group on Facebook. So sometimes I put specific scenarios, and somebody inbox me and say, "Oh, you want to be funny? Talking about this about me," and I'm like, well, I didn't. You just told me this.
I don't even know you, my nigga.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
So this happens, and just how you said with music. So you lay a song, somebody might feel spicy about it and say you getting at me, or this a bar for me, or whatever. I say, who gives a fuck? Put the music out. If it's fire, if somebody gets offended, it happens.
It happens. It's real life. I mean that what I wrote was true. If I feel like it means that what I wrote was true, because if you felt some way about it, then that means that shit. I touched it.
As they say in the country, the hit dog gonna holler.
Man, Fox Miller's on the trail.
Amen. Now, Dub,
I got more sayings than Dub got, and Dub is a country ass nigga, man.
Well, he's we don't want to disturb him because he's looking at a twerk video right now. So it
was actually, I really was. I only use social media to look at thoughts. And
I was talking about
thoughts, race cars, and schoolies. What you said about me, hoe ass nigga?
Damn, why you gotta be a hoe ass nigga, man?
I don't know. I just want to create some
round 2.
Yeah,
fight. What you said about me, bro?
I was like, man. Okay, so I was like, when I first got a hold of the 16 Shots podcast website, because you Velvet, Dub, y'all seen my social media shit. You're not gonna find a bunch of dots or salacious shit on my shit.
You get given up the hoochie mother life.
No, I just don't. I don't even know how to
You
get.
just don't look at it.
I don't look at it, and I don't even know how to get in that.
It's a boring place.
Check this out. I'll fuck a bunch of. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, see, that be you throwing yourself under the bus, bro.
Is this the part that got to be edited out that you're telling us?
No, I'm not gonna edit this part.
I don't edit shit. No, I'm saying that for whatever reason, however it works out, women find me to be whatever. But I don't. There's a lifestyle that I would like to explore or just understand it better.
Oh, let's talk about it, King.
So you want to be into the polygamous life?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to get into it. I don't know how to get into it.
Which one?
There's websites.
Which one to get into?
He wants to know what's the freak app.
Okay.
Now they can provide you with gonorrhea or herpes. Which one do you select?
I can provide.
Why gotta do that? Why
I can provide physical addresses for what you want to do. What you want to do, bro?
Okay, so let me finish my statement. That's what I was saying. Not that I want to. First off, okay, I do want to. Nah, I want to, but I just want. I am an information whore. Right. I want to know. I want to be able to walk into a room at any time and whatever anybody says, I want to be able to be like, oh yeah, that's XYZ.
So how am I involved?
because you are a person that explores certain segments of the reality that I don't explore.
Okay.
It's not a judgment. That's just saying
no,
that.
It's not.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay. And the reason why I know that, because when I went to the IG page that we share.
Keep talking, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When I go to my page, you see things that are in this line.
But when you go to our IG page that we share, what do you see?
I see things that are maybe a little far left or maybe left or right.
Now, one of them far left things that normally pops up on the algorithms, you turn me on to.
Oh man, and you're a horrible dude. I'm talking to Velvet right now.
I'm just saying, you turn me on to the nigga. To the
I'm
page.
talking to Velvet right now. I'm not talking to you.
But can we admit that you turned me on to the page?
No. But before I get to you,
okay,
because you heard the dude. I'm talking 100% to Velvet right now.
Yeah,
you're a horrible nigga.
What happened?
Yeah, no. What happened?
Explain this.
No. You're just a horrible nigga, man. You're a good dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
And it happens to the best of us.
That's crazy that you can be a great person and a horrible person at the same time.
Yeah. They two can live together.
They can all move in the same part.
Dub wants to know, what did you receive?
Yeah. What did you receive?
Well, you send him the Dub, man. Y'all could be friends on. I don't want to be in that shit, man.
Well, send me to sleep,
man.
Send me the link, boo.
I'm about to go to sleep, man.
Send me the link, boo. And you still ain't told me how you start bringing up thoughts and my name is involved.
It's 12:58.
Because you're insinuating that.
Okay, let me tell you this. It's about time we wrap this up. But
exactly. Thank you.
This should be our final topic. But I need you to send this to Dub and let him tell us what his thoughts are, and then we can call this up because we're doing a Drink Champs style episode. How long this episode? I think we've done half of a work shift. But if we send this to Dub and let him give us his thoughts on it,
okay, I'm sending right now.
And by the way, I watched the extended version of that Rory and Mal shit while I was getting some more ice a little while ago.
Yeah, I ain't watching none of that shit. I turned out quick.
Them niggas look like high school kids, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
They were licking their lips and etc.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Dub. Hold on. I'm gonna ask Velvet this number.
Why I gotta download the app though?
No, hold up. I'm gonna ask Dub this. Just fuck that shit. I'm gonna ask Dub, and I'm gonna ask Velvet.
Whoa! Time out. This shit is called the consent. What the fuck? Let me finish. Dub, Velvet. we got one. I didn't open shit. I didn't open shit. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3. Right.
Are you Dub Velvet? Are y'all between 20 and 30, 30 and 40, or 40 and 50?
For what is this number about?
Your count, your body count. Is it 20 and 30, 30 and 40, or 40 and 50?
I think we're probably all at 40 and 50 because of our age at this point.
But see, I've been married longer than you niggas, though. Well, are y'all even married?
Damn near.
I'm 20 and 30 because I'm also cautious about what I stick my dick in.
But at one point, you was a slut.
I still was cautious about what I put my dick in, though.
As a slut?
And then I had caveats, too. Like, if you was a female with kids, bro, I ain't want to fuck with you.
So tell me this. You received the application on your device. We want to know what your thoughts are on this because people are wondering, what were you talking about? They heard a dinging sound on your device, and they're like, why is he leaving us in the dark? We're emotional right now. What did you see?
What you see,
so I just got something from Google Play, which I have an Apple phone, but I see it's called The Consent. So I'm assuming it's an app that you send abroad if you want to smash, or man, if you're into that you want to smash, and it's like consent saying that you're going to put my penis in your mouth. Pause. So
damn.
And there's a legal document that you have to take care of on there.
There's a Fellatio. There's a Fellatio app.
What you do with the broad you fuck with? You don't put your dick in their mouth.
What do you have, Book? Do you got Apple too?
No, I have to enroll in this shit.
So what I'm saying now is what the different things you can opt into.
Right now, hold up. You made me have to go and
because the listeners, they're not seeing what you're saying. They want to know what's happening here.
I'm saying that first off, I got 6 phones. I got 3 phones.
Now go ahead and look at this image and explain it to us. This is for you, Book.
Okay.
What do you see when you open this?
Hold up. I'm gonna show the world what I see.
You gonna show the broads what you see? Well, that's what it's for you to send to the young ladies, right?
Damn. It says it's like it has consent shit.
What is some of the consent you consent to though?
It says past consents. It says 504 and 50. Damn, you got the same day? You ain't even waiting. Kitty. Anyway, I don't want to put my in it.
No, tell us, what do you see?
I see consent forms, man. I got
but what does it say to consent to?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
There's an image that shows where you can select one.
It says, hold on. It says, simply choose from a list of activities you and your partner both agree and select the options. Kissing, fingers, oral, vaginal, toys, anal, choking.
Did he leave?
Who?
He fell off the podcast.
No, my phone. I had a button on accident. It was accident.
Boogie known for not charging his laptop, and then he'd be.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is? Why is it black right there?
Nigga, this is your apartment that's going on. I don't know.
I don't know why it's black.
Man, tell her to move the shit.
Why I said gotta be her? There's nobody here, bro. It's just me.
Well, tell him to move it.
I don't know what happened. Hold on. I don't want to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? See what you do? That was your fault.
How was it my fault?
Because
something strange has happened.
Yeah. But anyway, this has been another 16 Shots podcast, man.
How many times do I have to tell you stop trying to do the outro because you fucking up every time? Then I gotta do the outro behind you, and I gotta clean it up, bro.
You do the outro, man.
Thank you, bro.
Help us out.
This has been another episode of the 16 podcast. Oh, hold on. See, you got me fucking it up now, bro.
I got you. I ain't said a word. I've been quiet.
This has been another episode of the 16 Shots podcast with one young James Boogie.
Talk to him.
And AR Dub.
Tell me how you took, and I'm going to tell you what I meant.
The Velvet Jugganaut is our special guest.
Yes, sir.
And if you have a consent form, we out.
No, I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.